Welcome back to Valley Boys TCG. I'm CK, and joined with me is
Ivan?
James?
We got Jonathan/John here.
all right. We finally got this thing rolling properly. So it's been a while since we finally got a podcast. We've been meaning to do this for like 2 weeks now, and we keep something after another. But hey, I guess because between work and kids, school year is over, so I think it gets a little easier for all of us now. But let's dive in and let's start with the topic that we've been wanting to get as soon as it was announced: the ban list, or ban and restricted list, the new updated list, which is really just a restricted list. There's nothing added to the ban list per se. It's just new restrictions. And we got 4 cards. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, we got Wargaru, Grand Koaga,
Blossom.
Purple
Imp.
Imp,
Imp and Blossom.
Yep.
Blasso. Now, so early on, I feel like a lot of people had heavy reactions to it. I think everybody expected Impmon to get hit. Beelzemon. Everybody expected Beelzemon to get hit. That was a given. That was coming. Regardless, we all knew that was coming.
Yeah. I wasn't me personally, I wasn't expecting Imp to get hit. I was expecting one of the memory gainers to get hit. But I mean, I guess Bandai tested it out in the Ultimate Cups, and I guess they liked it.
Yeah.
They didn't Beals wasn't seeing as many results in Ultimate Cups, I guess. So they're like, all right, we'll go ahead and
maybe they just didn't want like 9 mils off of 1 mil in stream.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, from the couple of games that I've had against against Beals, its early game is much lower, and it is on par with other decks now. Like, it's human. You can deal with it. It's mid to late game. It's still godlike, though. Like, it's still there. It hasn't lost that.
So just thinking about it, I think the main thing that the reason Impmon probably made more sense in Bandai's eyes than the memory gain cards is because memory gain, you can counter it, but the mill you can't. You know what I mean? You can bring memory blockers back in your deck and you can slow down their memory gain in that way. But the mill is the one thing you really can't. There's no opponent can't mill from deck, which could be a future thing for all we know. That could be a future mechanic where it completely counters Beals or similar decks where they can't be milling from their deck. Basically, it's complete counter purple. But that's the only thing I can think of that they would go Impmon over the memory gains, because I could see the memory gain being either Wizard or Deathslinger.
Yep.
And I think
like with Impmon, I feel like if they're not hitting the memory gain, it's manageable. Like, you can still play the game, but whenever you have a turn 2, mill 3, and then they're hitting the memory gains, and they're like, oh, okay, well, I still have turns, so let me go ahead and go into my level 5 after all. And then they mill another 3, and it's like, oh, I milled 2 more memory. Okay, it's still my turn. Let me go ahead and get a BLs. That way, next turn I can essentially go for game. Like, it's pretty cracked. Like, that's why I felt like the memory was gonna get hit. But I mean, I guess Bandai knows what they're doing.
I think personally they do what they're doing because they did hit the deck in a very aggressive way. Actually, the memory gaining, it's fine. Like, that's whatever. But the fact that your game plan revolves around having a certain number of cards in your trash and being able to plan accordingly, like, you can kind of predict how many mills you're going to have in a turn, except especially now because that imp is at 1, but when that thing was at 4, it'd be like randomly, like, you know how I unfortunately sacked you. By turn 2, I had like 20 cards in trash because every other mill was an imp. That was no longer plausible. Like, the mill is more tamed, the deck is more tamed. Now, had they actually wanted to kill the deck, just like destroy it, they could have hit Ayamako. That would have demolished the deck entirely.
Well done, yeah.
Yeah, Ayamako would probably have been.
What do you think?
Who?
I don't know.
Jonathan. I know you didn't play it that much, to be honest, but like, what do you think?
I think just the imp searchability, but like, you can still search. Like, the deck does the same thing. You still go up your line and raising for the Wizard X. you go bail on your turn. Yeah, the IO Mako makes it where it keeps it your turn. The majority of the time, you're gonna mill a memory booster to keep it your turn anyway.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, like the deck, in my opinion, or when I played against it, it's lost its early game. Its early game is more manageable. It didn't lose it. It's more tame now. But like Jonathan said, like yeah, turn 3, turn 4, that deck is just it's just gonna do what the deck normally did.
Yeah. Now, I want to go to one that feels a little too late. And I think that's the Wergururumon. I think that's the one that's too late because it can still compete, but it's not the big bad that it was. It didn't get was noticeably dominant for
Absent.
a while. But yeah, and now it is noticeably absent.
It was already absent, like in BT
Yeah,
11. Like in that,
exactly.
James was the only one that played against it. I have played none of them, and he
Yeah.
was playing randos. So like, fuck.
I mean,
But like,
I think it's still more viable in the Ultimate Cup format because it's mainly blue,
Yeah.
mainly. Although I mean, you lose the cool boy stuff, so maybe not as much. But I mean, it was yeah, it's that one felt a little too late. Like
Yeah. I mean, obviously the reason they hit it was because it was around for so long and it was so dominant for so long. That's obviously the reason why they hit it. And then to future proof it also for like the new ace cards that are coming out. There's crazy combo you
yeah,
could do with the new ace Garu, and it works well with that. So that's why they had to hit it. But I mean, right now, like the deck is not even doing anything. You're not seeing it anywhere. I
yeah.
did play in one of the regionals recently, and I did happen to play one, but I mean, it was kind of random. I literally played everything in that regional,
oh
but
yeah, I remember.
yeah, it was pretty crazy. But like the deck, nobody's playing the deck anymore because there's nothing but BLs running around, and BLs dominates
Yeah,
that
wrecks
deck.
it.
Just destroys that deck because of all the security bombs that it has. There,
Yeah.
you know, it has the 7 cost option to pop it, or it has the slingers to pop it. Slinger is a very cheap, way to get rid of those high level Digimon like
Yeah.
that, and it has
Yeah.
no protection. It only has the battle protection, which no
That
longer matters.
the funny thing is that it potentially would have had some sort of counter to Beelze because the Metal Gururumon that you use, the EX1 Metal Gururumon, has when Evo bounce something with an on deletion effect,
Yeah.
which the Baumon gives it for the turn. So if you see them go into that Baumon, you can bounce it right back and kind of ruin their stack. But yeah, like you said, the security bombs. That was Metal Gurumon's biggest weakness, security bombs. I know some did the splash of red in there to do the ADP package in there.
It's just not
But
as consistent, like
yeah,
not
yeah,
as
it's
reliable.
not. No, not at all. And then we have Grandis taking a hit with the promo.
Ugh. Yeah,
Again,
You felt that one.
that deck. I mean, you guys know I played that deck a very
Yeah,
long time. I've been playing that deck since, that promo Grandis first came out.
yeah,
Back in what was it, BT4, I think.
yeah,
When Green OTK first came out, I was playing
Yeah.
that deck. But yeah, the hit now. I've played the deck now, and it's more controlly. Well, I guess the way that I built it is more controlly. I mean, it still has the one cost digivolving, you know, going into Akuamon for 3, gaining memory, making your opponent lose memory. It still has all that stuff. The only thing is once you get to the top end, that's where it slows down a lot because you don't have you don't have the sec plus. So like your potential OTK is no longer there unless you draw your one of, which I mean if you draw the one of, you go.
yeah.
But I mean if you don't draw it, then you're just kind of like, oh, I have to control my opponent's board, and like
I
same thing
actually
against BLs, like it's the same thing with Garu. Like there's nothing to stop it from being popped. I mean, it's a struggle now also.
I don't know. I think it's more of a future proof card. I mean, all the green support that we're getting in
So
BT14.
Oh
okay, so
no, yeah, definitely for
we'll,
sure.
we'll
Future
get down to
proofing.
Blossom. When we talk about Blossom, we'll talk.
Yeah.
yes, yeah, that's what I was gonna get to next. Before we get to the Bloss. So anything else on the Grand or any else one of these three.
And Grand Quagga though, I will say that Bandai did say they were future proofing also. That's
Yeah.
why they said they're future proofing for insectoids
It makes sense.
and for other Grand Quagga cards.
It makes sense because BT15 is the other four 01 tamers. So Easy's line would, it
Yeah.
would work.
Yeah, Izzy's gonna, and if they're buffing the insectoids, keep an eye on the Izzy line from EX1 because that has a lot of like one attacking Evo up. I think the EX1 Izzy line or Tento line from EX1 is going to be the one to look out for. But okay, since we've gone to that and Ivan already mentioned it, Blossomon. Blossomon, I feel like, was the one that everybody was like, why? And why does Bandai hate green? Why does Bandai? Because there was 2 green on this list, right? There's 2 green, even though purple was the big bad. And so everybody's like, why does Bandai hate green so much? Why do they keep crippling green? And then we got the leaks. And it all made sense.
Yeah, it really all made sense.
Yeah.
I mean, see the problem with green, not really the problem because green has always been really good, but like the reason they always hit green is because there's so many cheap evos.
Yes.
So many free evos. Like they have to tame that down somehow, and they have to hit those good cards like Blossomon, like Argomon, and just that's why green gets hit. HPD is just too good.
Right?
Blossom is just too good in the future now that we've seen the cards, the Palmon and the Togemon with the reducing the tamer and all that. It's pretty crazy. But I mean, it makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
You could, sorry to interrupt. You could tie that hit, the Blossomon hit to the Greymon X hit.
Yeah.
Future to BT15. I mean BT14. I mean that Agumon is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You evolve for free
Okay.
into a Greymon. You evolve for free into a Greymon X. You evolve for 1. Suspend tie, gain it for free. Like you can go mega for like in 1 memory. Like it's just ridiculous. Almost like 2 or 3. So they're doing good hits. In hindsight, they're doing great hits actually.
Yeah, I think at the moment everybody was, everybody's reactive to like why this, why that, and then if you wait, look at the bigger picture, it's like okay, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything necessarily on the list that I would be like, this shouldn't be on there anymore. This should be gone.
Savior.
I think
MDF. At least
Oh,
bring up the one.
no.
It's the only banned card in this game. Come
and
on.
it's banned for a reason.
it's banned for. I if they reduced it to 1.
No.
What I mean, if they brought it back to 1, what do you think is the first deck that makes a splash in the tops?
Anything that is currently running quartz.
True.
No.
Okay.
I would definitely say like purple or black.
I say, you want to know why I say quartz? Once again, leading back to green. Because green has so many broken cards. Quartz, what does it do? It gains you memory back. You go into quartz for free. You get your memory back, and then you can continue your turn.
You make another one. You can even make another one.
Yeah, you can make another one that'll like stay on the field.
That's fair. I didn't even think of it like that. You quartz, you swing or you quartz, you still gain the memory to and then you swing, trash security, and then build another one. This one dies, so you don't have to worry about them locking each other out. That's
very easy to do in a deck like Hunters too.
It's actually a very funny OTK with Jesmon and Quartz. It's actually very funny. We can't do it till BT13. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, hilarious.
Oh, suspending all your own sisters and
yeah, and with the savior, with the 1 of savior, Quartz can like swing, burn 2, check 1, swing, burn 2, check 1. Like it's pretty cool. I saw it. I'm like, huh, that's cute. We can't do that, right? And it's
how does it unsuspend though?
The savior.
But the quartz prevent unsuspending.
It doesn't prevent itself.
Not his own.
Oh,
okay. He prevents everything from unsuspending except for himself.
Yeah,
that's why he's able to restand on
the
beginning of history.
They probably who could abuse Mega Digimon Fusion. I agree with both of you. Quartz, definitely. Hunters, definitely, and because they play a white tamer, essentially, and some sort of. I don't know about black, but I do see purple, like the old Lilith The loop
Super.
shenanigans. I don't know about
Yeah.
black. I don't know how black would be able to use it.
We get this Commandramon. That's super easy to make. And then we get a free warts to bring out 2 more bodies out for shenanigans, man.
So
I guess I guess you
yeah,
could, yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
I was looking at stuff and yeah, everybody's like quartz locks everything
Hmm.
except one thing. There's one thing that it can't lock, and it doesn't matter because nobody's going to play it anyway. It can't lock Ragnalord
The
because of the
inheritable buff.
Bryaludra inherited.
Inheritable
That's
by
true.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing Quartz can't do. If Quartz became a thing, maybe that card comes in some sort of tech somewhere where people are just. But I mean, that's nobody's going to play it. But technically, that
Like
is
no
the
one.
one
no one.
ticket to
Jonathan,
counter that.
Jonathan was
Jonathan
like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
no one.
yeah.
I can do
wrote,
it. I'm already making Chimera. I can make these giant stacks again.
fair enough. Yeah.
That that is completely fair. Jonathan, I think, is one of the best cooks that we have. He's brings
Oh,
all
yeah.
the
I've said it
spice.
many times. When it comes
Yeah,
to deck building Equistle, man, I can't hold a candle to that guy.
Some crazy
I'm
stuff that we see
Yeah.
sometimes.
I'm so mad that the match that I have recorded, this should be coming out soon. The one where we did the red hybrid and Jijimon,
Yeah.
Jaijimon. It stopped at the very end of the Jaijimon, the second game, but
Oh, your big
I still kept it.
matchup
Yeah,
play.
the big catch up play. Yeah, but
Uh,
even just that game one, seeing what your spice in that deck did, I was like, okay, I get it now. And that's I have so much love for Jonathan's builds because they're just so fun. And yeah, we'll be seeing one of those soon, or
Cool.
two of those soon, I think. Okay, oh well,
If I can
no,
finish
yeah,
Pulse
one,
Spawn, yeah.
yeah. There's that. So yeah, we're definitely got to get more with your spice on the channel. Maybe we don't have to give it away. We don't have to do profiles, but we can get some gameplay at least.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, definitely. But so reaction to the list, you know, they make sense in overall,
Mhm.
and they're future proofing pretty well. What do you think they missed, if anything?
That's a good
Uh,
one.
That is
That,
for this current format, or are we talking Japan? We're talking America.
I would say current, or we can look forward because I mean a lot of the list I think was mainly future proofing and seeing
Exactly.
what's coming out now. Uh, the current hits make sense.
Mhm.
So with the leaks that we currently have, is there anything that you think will get hit because of that, or with the current meta that we're in now, is there anything that they missed that they probably could have done?
Ah,
As of right now, I would say no. I think they did
yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah,
because we
I
don't know
can't.
how Giant is gonna deal with Ace. It should still be top tier, 100%, but we don't know. We don't know.
I mean, let's say we go up to BT13.
Okay.
I think definitely they'll probably end up hitting Marcus eventually,
I
but they have to see where it does in NA. You know,
yeah,
because NA always likes to run decks to hell before they get hit.
Hero.
They'll people will run the same deck forever until it gets hit. I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen that with Melga, right? So I mean, we'll have to see how dominant Shine does over here. Because I mean, it was pretty dominant in JP. I mean, as of like right now, before BT13, like I don't think there's anything really that
they missed.
they missed. Yeah, not that I can think of that's like really crazy or then I'm like, man, like fuck this deck, like besides
yeah,
BLs, of course, right? But
I mean,
correct.
we need to see
And
how.
decks are winning.
Yeah,
yeah,
we need to see how Shine does in Japan during BT14 format, because that'll probably dictate how soon we get the hit. I
That's
think
a good way to point it out. Yeah,
how soon, because if Shine is still dominating, which it more than likely will, because there's no really DP protection, and I don't know if that's how it plays. Like I haven't even seen the deck.
Machindra has DP protection.
yeah,
I
Yeah, but
think it's
like
just it sticks around. It's just hard to get
true,
rid of.
Shinramon,
Yeah.
it's good. It's really good. Like
it
Also, what
is.
else can Alphamon can't be DP reduced either with the Doru, with the one of Doru. But
one
I
of
mean,
Yeah,
you gotta get it.
but
yeah,
no, so I think we need to see, because our formats are always different. They drift in a similar fashion, but they tend to be a little bit different. So we'll need to see how Shine does in Japan to dictate how fast we get the Marcus hit. Because yes, I do believe that Marcus is the card to hit.
Which
Now,
one?
BT12, the one we have right
Yeah.
now. The
Only
free
have her already.
yeah, yeah. Now, Jonathan brought up Machine. Machine is one that Machintra keeps representing. I feel like he still does well in Japan. He still competes, and I think that just kind of explains it because it does counter Shine, and Shine was doing well, and Machine can't be DP reduced. I think Black in general is the only way to work around the DP reduction because you also have bringing back an old card. You could see Breath of the Gods because you can't be DP reduced with that.
Right.
that is a
Forgot
card. Yeah.
about that.
So that could be one that people start taking if Shine runs rampant, which it probably will because it is one of those cards that shuts down what your opponent can do, and I feel like that's kind of a big thing in the US in the English meta because like that's why security control popped off. It's like I'm not going to let you do your things, and so Shine is definitely going to represent here.
Do
I
you
think.
think it's ruin?
Uh huh.
Because you said stop what your opponent is doing.
Right.
If they manage to pull the ruin combo where
Right.
like minus 10,000 DP to
Yeah.
the entire
That's
board, do you think that if
On a
there's a
fly?
Monday?
That it's going to fly. That's going to be legal here in the US. Is that what
Yeah,
you're trying to
like
say?
do you think it'll last if there's a deck that can do it consistently enough? Because the reason we lost one of the Greymon X is also part of that, right? The one of to do it super consistently. Do you think we can probably build a list that does it consistently? Do you think Shine Ruin mode will be a hit if that deck somehow gets out of hand?
No.
see.
I don't think Shine Ruin Mode is the problem though, because it's at the very end of your line. The more the problem is always the cards that
Lead to it
The free
make you go faster. Yeah.
for the
So
cool.
like Marcus. Marcus lets you do it. Free Evo into any Greymon, which
Whatever
is
accelerates.
Yeah.
whatever makes your deck go faster is what they always tend to hit,
Yeah. Yeah.
which kind of makes sense.
And that you want consistency, but they don't want you to be too consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that card does more than consistency. It also hits you for
It
2
also
checks.
hits. Yeah,
Yeah.
it can also hit you for 2 checks.
6K, I think 6K, and then there's secure.
And on top of that, it
Yeah.
recovers one for you.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So like,
But it's a big top end piece, and I don't think they've hit any top ends. Right?
that's
They
actually
haven't.
that is actually very true.
They
Grand
tend to
Croga?
hit.
Oh,
Well, yeah, that's the closest. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
closest I think they've
Grand
hit to
Coaga
top end.
is the first top end they've ever hit.
Usually they hit the 4s and 5s. They want the middle pieces because
hey,
that's where it
Hitmon.
sways.
Hitmon's the first
Yeah.
rookie.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and then this list
Yeah.
gave us the first. They gave us the first level 3 and level 6 in this list. Then
Yeah, because most cards
Level
banned
5.
are level 5s.
Yeah, those cards
Yeah.
are broken. Those cards
Yeah.
are broken.
5s is where things get muddy.
I can already see a future hit. Fucking that Agumon, that SR Agumon, it's gonna
No.
get hit. It's gonna get hit.
We
Yeah,
gotta
no.
see how
Of-
good it actually is.
Of course
I mean,
it
we're
is. It's
prepping.
in the Greymon line. It has to get hit.
Yeah,
It's a free Greymon.
they need to stop making Greymons. How about
Yes,
that?
we're having 12 Agumons that do the same thing. Like, this is crazy.
For real.
That's about well, yeah.
Like no other deck has that many searchers,
Whoa.
At
at all.
all.
They
No.
still haven't beat. They're still not the best searchers though.
I disagree.
They're pretty
Oh,
good.
they
Add
are.
two.
Yeah, they are
They
very
let you
good,
add two.
but they're not the best searchers.
They
I
let
still
you add two. That's
disagree.
pretty damn good.
Huckmon is still the best searcher.
Oh yeah,
Who?
Huckmon for sure. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and Boko.
Oh yeah, Huckmon and Boko. Yeah, for
Huckmon is
their
still better than
respective
Huckmon.
decks.
She said it has more targets.
I don't know about anymore. I mean, there's 8 tamers now in the.
I don't know, man. Agumon could give you 4, add 4 for the Agu X.
You're including too much now.
Okay,
It's
so
just
I think what makes Huckmon more than Agumon is that because Jessmon has options that can also be targeted which means it's less likely to whiff than Agumon because
Yeah.
you have
No.
the. Can't you pull the?
Yeah, you can
Huckmon,
pull the option. You can pull
Huckmon,
the option.
no.
He adds Royal Knight, doesn't he?
The option lets you search for Royal Knights and
I thought
CL.
I thought the
Huckmon
option.
Hawkmon adds the entire line and all the sisters.
But I thought it was
Check if this
Royal
option
Knight,
has a
Royal Knights
trait.
and its traits. Yeah,
I
What?
there
thought
is
it
an
was
option
Royal
with the
Knights on
trait
the straight.
There is an option. Like I have it right here, actually.
Oh yeah,
because
it is Huckmon, Jessmon, or Sistermon in its
Yeah,
name.
this one.
Yeah, it doesn't
adds-
add anything with Royal Knights. Never mind.
oh, okay, so it's the other way around. The option adds
Yeah,
anything.
so
Okay,
this would be the only card that it misses, and the memory boost if you want memory boost, and Chimera.
right.
But everything else is
Yeah.
fair game.
Okay, well, yeah. Okay then.
Okay, yeah.
I
That card
thought
never misses.
Yeah, I never missed.
I thought Huckmon had the same effect as the option and never misses. But okay, then it's
Same.
the other way around.
Yeah.
That option never misses essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. All right then. I don't know. That Agumon has more options, but
does have a
yeah,
lot.
it's close. They're both
Agumon
very good
has
to their lines. They're both very good to their lines.
better quality cards.
Well, I mean, there's just more Greymon cards in general compared
Yeah.
That doesn't make them good. It doesn't make them good.
to compared to Huckmon cards.
Yeah, but that doesn't make them good.
If you give Gabumon the same amount of searches, I can
Hey.
guarantee you I'll be playing Blue Gabu.
They will.
Same.
They will. They will.
Yeah, the keyword is will. Agumon already has it.
It's already confirmed. The
Yeah.
other kids get support. And there's probably going to be a copy and paste from the Agumon. The Agumon and the Gabumon will be copy and paste.
And guess what? When Gabumon is releasing that set, they'll release an Agumon in that current set as well.
I don't think so. Nah,
There's not even a Gabumon in the new BT13 set.
Nope. They gave it
Is
to
there
Joe.
Well, the only reason there's an Agumon is because of Shine, James.
That's
That's
why.
But the
Main
line
character energy. Like,
the
Yeah,
line in BT13 is Agumon, and they have Metal Gray. It's not the Shine line.
They what?
In BT14. I'm sorry.
Yes.
BT14. There's no Gabumon in this set yet, but they have Agumon and they have Metal Gray.
Yes. Because it's the first 4 kids.
So then how you not gonna have Gabumon? Gabumon's one of the first 4 kids.
The BT15, it's already gonna have that one's already been confirmed what it's gonna have. The
It's the
other
other
4.
half. Yeah.
Yeah, the other half.
watch is they don't even give it to Matt. They give it to the yellow purple chick. Appeared
Oh
in Dry.
God, no.
Oh,
So my so I know that they're doing the reveals right now for 14 is going to have the first four of the kids, and
Yes. Dark Master.
it's supposed is it Dark Masters in this one or is it Dark Masters in 15?
15.
15.
15 is Dark Masters. So 14, I feel like it's splitting the season. I think this one's going to end with and that's why the Devimon reveal and the potential what we all believe is going to be the Anjumon secret because it's the first main thing of the season or the show, and then
Yeah, the arc. I need to re-see it. You're watching.
Yeah. it's all going to be on this arc, the Devimon arc, and then the next one will have the Dark Masters arc, which is the second basically half of the show for Adventure 1.
Oh, and I'm just saying, if Gabumon gets a copy and paste support from Agumon, and he gets that 4-drop option where you can warp into a Metal Garu, pick up EX1 Metal Garus. Because that 4 cost becomes a 2 or a 1 depending on your hand size.
You say
Yeah.
EX4.
EX1.
EX1.
I guess I'll be like EX4.
Yeah.
We're getting to the Crest Guard line that one.
Yeah. which is interesting. But that's future stuff that we're waiting to see what the rest of it comes out.
We'll get there.
So I just want to throw it out there. I know they haven't said what, but because they've said, obviously we have Ace and we have Dark Masters coming. I really feel like because they recycle gimmicks, right? Let's be Galactimon is just upgraded Eosmon.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet because it's 4 Dark Masters, it's going to be a revamped version of the playstyle of 4 Great Dragons, where you get a Pokemon at the end if you get all 4 or something like that, and some busted combo effect that's too convoluted to really pull off. But it's to have its own Exodia effect where it's a game ender, but it's really hard to pull off. I feel like it's going to be a Four Great Dragons type thing, unless they just give it its own thing. But
I think it's gonna be because of Ace. It's gonna be a stack.
it could be, yeah. I could see
Or
that.
what, like Royal Knights, where you put them in a stack and raising?
No, like
No.
if you want to move Ace, you need a stack on the field so that you can, actually use the counter. So I think it may be a stack deck, which would
But
kind of suck unless the
but he
Dark
could.
Master, like on Evo, play a freaking another Dark Master or something. I don't know.
I mean, he could be right. He could go after the Royal Knights thing and just you have
Yeah.
an Apoclymon egg, so to say, like the Yggdrasil egg, Apoclymon there. Then you have to wait till you stack it in raising, and turn 4 it comes out or something like that. So basically, puts your opponent on a 4-turn clock, essentially. Could be
That would,
something like
that would
that.
be the easiest thing to do because they already have the
Yeah,
blueprint from Royal
yeah,
Knights.
exactly. And it did fairly well. It seems
It did very
pretty
well.
crazy. Yeah.
It did very
So
well.
that could be the way they go with it. Who knows? We need to wait and see. We could be completely wrong, and they could be just their own thing that you can splash in whatever. Which the idea of an Ace Machine Dramon is interesting because we already have so much Machine Dramons. It could just be one that does not work with any of the other Machine Dramons.
Very well.
So I mean, we're gonna
Good
wait and
Ace
see.
Piedmon, man. Fucking spawn all these rookies out.
Hey, that was your BT1 back in.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's a
Yeah.
blast from the past.
They've
yeah,
done Piedmon pretty dirty. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, yeah. For he should have had more stuff. Like his support line has not worked out. Puppetmon hasn't
Oh.
seen anybody. At least Piedmon got another version.
Yeah, the X version. Puppet only got one printing.
Yeah, Puppet got one. He was pretty good in his time, but we only got
Oh,
one
yeah.
Puppet.
All of them were.
Oh
All-
yeah.
Except Machinimon was poo poo.
Yeah.
Even
Until we got that Megazoo deck that countered security control. Even then, it was iffy.
I mean, Metal Seedramon, I don't think has another print, but Metal Seedramon got a resurgence thanks to Aegis-Dramon. People started taking that, and so it got support in a sense without having to get a new version of the card. So that's just what's so fun about Digimon is that there's so many different ways to build, so many ways to tech, and even though it's not that old compared to other stuff, it still feels like there's so much to look into because there's so many ways. I mean, there's just so many ways to go, and they're great about giving us new mechanics and future sets, while also keeping true to some of the original cards and keeping old cards still relevant in some ways. And I like card design with tell that the people, the designers actually know their source material because you have gimmicks that mimic what they would do in the show. Like the most obvious one, Leomon has to die. Like that's one of the main ones. The when Creepymon came out, Creepymon and Force Zero were the Zero one was exactly from the manga, right? They were Creepymon would mill you out because in the manga he was basically trying to let Zero Maru's life run out because like those little gigapets could only stay alive for so long. So he was already every time he would evo up into a better Veedramon, his life was cutting short, and then somehow he kept limit breaking that, and that's why the 040 line refills the deck. So even though Creepymon's trying to mill you out, 04 somehow refills his deck, and it's the counter gimmick that lives up to what the source material is, and it's one of those things. It's a niche thing, but it just works when you look real deep into the lore of it, and I like it from the standpoint that it helps you appreciate that that the creators actually appreciate the IP that they're working on. It's not just generic card game designers, hey, let's throw this and then slap a whatever face on it. No, it stays true to where their roots come from.
One random thing. Do you know why Beals pops a level 4?
He has a gun, doesn't he?
Yes.
I mean,
do you know why he pops level 4?
I mean, he popped Leo, didn't he?
There you go.
That's
why he
true.
popped a level 4 because of Leo.
I thought he fisted it, Leo. Not.
Like,
I mean, yeah,
yeah.
he
Yeah.
Random
that
fact.
is
Uh,
yeah, and I mean, like I
so
said, it's true to the source. So,
yeah,
um, moving on, since we mentioned new sets, bringing out new gimmicks and stuff, we are a few weeks away from our next EX04 set here, and there's some new stuff in there. The one I find interesting, and the main one I think everybody's going to start looking into, is Alliance. Alliance seems like a fun style to build around.
I
Go ahead.
like
Go ahead,
these.
Jonathan.
I only care about one level 4. That's it. But the alliance mechanic is pretty fun, I think.
Yeah,
Two Raymond,
Yeah, the level 4.
Yeah, the yellow
the
green
budget.
one.
Yeah, Raymond. No, I like what they're doing. Like these build a sets, build a deck sets. Like Yu-Gi-Oh
Mhm.
has, where it's like they introduce 3 new decks, and you buy the product and you can practically build a deck. I like that they're introducing not like individual archetypes here. Like they we were talking about it a couple of minutes ago. They introduced what? Like Brave, Bravemon, Alliance, and
Oh,
the V deck. Just in this box alone. Everything else is support. Fine. But
yeah,
as its own deck, you can build Alliance off of 1 or 2 boxes. That's all you need. Everything there's I don't think there's any SRs. I could be wrong. But one
The
Mega Gargle.
the level 6 is an
don't you like
SR.
run that because it's poop?
It is poop, but its alt art is sick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair
Everybody
enough.
wanted a place of that art. It's
Yeah,
destroying oil field.
but
to
that's
be
where
fair, the alt arts in this set are
uh,
pretty gorgeous, and
EX hits.
That's just
EX
EX in
EX,
general.
hits. Yeah,
Yeah.
EX hits on the alts, which is
oh yeah.
good because they usually EX sets tend to have 3 hits in the box,
Well,
with potential 2. Yeah,
that's how they make their money with the alts because like this is just a single set. You just buy the little support you need here and there. Oh, I'm building Shine for BT13. All right, cool. Just get the line from
yep,
EX4 and you're done. I think that's it.
yeah.
But
And so, looking at the set, because I'm pulling up the list now on the EX4 list. Um, Eggs are there. Eggs are gonna support their line. Is there only 3 eggs in this? Or am I
there's
seeing
four.
It's 4.
things?
There's
Oh, sorry,
4.
4. There's
Yeah.
4. That's what.
Blue, green, black, purple.
So no yellow, no red. Interesting.
Nope.
I guess you don't really need, because they already, because the yellow and red is basically going to be the same. With the yellow and red to come out of this is going to be the shine.
Mhm.
That's really what you're grabbing. But so let's go back. I want to say let's look at them by color, and obviously starting off here, red. 2 main decks, right? I think
Yeah.
that's all you have here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not really
Talent.
2. It was just like 2 supports. It's Geo
Yeah.
and Greymon.
Oh yeah, not 2
Yeah.
decks, 2 support lines. So red is just 2 support lines. The Shine, which is going to be the one to come out of this, and then the Gallant, who is always ever present but never threatening.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's a good way of putting it.
that is exactly Gallant. Now, it can pop off. I'm not going to take that, and it'll probably do decent in ulti cups. But which I think is a good thing about the ulti cup format is it gives decks some time to shine. I think
Have
Gallant
you
and
noticed?
Ulforce are some big ones.
I don't know what was the full top line, but it didn't top 4. And neither did Bloom. Did you notice that Gallant lost its niche? It's a niche and it's no longer topping?
I had not noticed.
Yeah. Gallant countered the best deck in the ulti cup format, which was Bloom. That's why it was topping. But now it's like,
Oh, now in the bloom. Yeah, okay, yeah,
Where's my
Bloom,
food?
Bloom also got hit.
yeah,
that play. You don't see Bloom because Bloom got hit. You don't see Gallant.
yeah. So among these two, I mean, the obvious choice here is Shine. Is anybody planning on running a Gallant, building a Gallant?
I know Peter is,
Oh,
I think just our local Gallant player.
Yeah,
probably. Even then,
yeah.
he'll
We got
probably only use the Guillemon. I know I've heard him talk about it. It's just the Guillemon. And that's what I would add to my build, just the Guillemon. The
yeah,
Growl
Yeah.
is cool because it lets you get back Crimson in case you mill it or it gets hidden security.
The
Like that's
Blackboard Growl is pretty good.
Or
I like
that.
their top end, the level 6. Pretty sure security control can use it.
Probably can because of its end of turn effect. Like that is very nice. If
And a turn
anything,
effect.
yeah, the trash end of turn effect. Are you leading one of your Digimon with
He's talking about Medieval Gallant,
Medieval
oh,
Gallant.
evil?
Yeah.
the one
The
that
level
plays
6.
itself.
That spec's so trash, but
It's
and
like a Zord defeat, except it doesn't stay on
Yeah.
the field.
God, man, they nerfed it. Like, why, man? Whatever.
Yeah, Medieval Gallant.
They could have made that card so much better for how cool it looks. Like,
The alternate is
Yeah.
amazing. The
Yeah.
alternate.
yeah,
All right.
And then
Now,
the Guillemon is the Chaos Gallant. The interesting SR that's in this set that I forgot was in there is the Victory Greymon.
I love it. I love Victory Greymon. And I love Secret.
He's actually not bad.
Now, do you random thought? Because I know some of this random lore from Jose and like things that I read. Do you know why he pops a 6K?
what did he kill?
No. You
Did
know
he
who
kill
else?
Z Guru?
Yeah. You know who else pops a 6K? Gallant. BT1, BT2 Gallant pops a 6K. Victory Greymon is made of a Agumon who got data from a Gallant.
Uh,
So that's why. It's just a
Okay,
little lore. Yeah, that's cool.
that's interesting.
The more you know.
The interesting lore because who's watching Cross still?
I
not
watched
me.
one episode. I had to go
Somebody, one of the who else said they were watching
It was
Cross?
it was
Marco.
Marco that said he was
Marco.
watching it.
Cross explains why superior mode Arrestor German superior mode has the exact same effect as Bagramon. The Tuck
Oh,
Under.
for real?
Arrestor German is because so Gumdramon doesn't come out to the third season, which was never dubbed in US. So there's no, from my understanding, the third season, which is the cross where they have the big, all the other tamers come back. Basically, the set that we just have right now, 12, is based off the Cross Wars third
Mhm.
season, which has never had an English release. And there is a scene at the very end where all the Miss come out and join forces, which is to fight Quartzmon. And so, which is why you have all the protagonists in this set.
Mhm.
Gumdramon was a Digi-Egg that came out, or he was basically comprised of the defeated Bagramon's data.
Oh.
So that's why he has the Bagramon effect, because he was almost a reincarnation of Bagramon, which is why
Why
he
it's better?
Shoutmon. Oh yeah, Shoutmon keeps a close eye on Gumdramon because he knows what Gumdramon is made of. So
Interesting.
yeah,
Very
so
nice.
Gumdramon has, or Arrestor Germon has the Bagramon data, I believe is the lore part. So he that's why he has the effect of Bagramon. So and that goes back to the thing of they know their lore, they know how to tie it in, and it's a sneaky thing. So it's awesome.
So
But yeah,
blue.
that's since we blue. Let's jump to blue.
It's just more lines.
We got Blue Flare, which I think will do pretty well in the format.
See, I don't know what it does, but I have heard from you guys, and I mean, you know more than I do, so I know it's something to watch out for. So yes,
Yeah.
I mean, currently it's still a deck that's really good. It's been
yes,
topping
even right
recently.
now,
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
right
and
now, yeah.
James is having fun with it.
Yeah,
So and
I am.
Blue Flare gets some support, and of course we have the what do
The
you call it?
second,
The Gaomon.
Galm online.
the
Yeah.
second Mirage Galga line, which is cool. These are some of the main cards you do run in the deck. So if
Yeah.
you playing Mirage Galga BT13, which it was picking up a lot of steam towards the end of the format, mostly because of the training cards, for more consistency, cheaper evos. But it's something to look up to. Just
Yeah, it's
And then
a really good bounce deck.
yes,
yeah, definitely. And then we do have the Zed Garurumon also comes back. I honestly don't know the lore behind. I mean, you just brought up the Victory Greymon, but Victory Greymon and Zed Garurumon, I'm not sure where they lined up or where they debuted in,
the
but they
manga.
both, yeah, they
For what
that makes sense.
for what they're supposed to do and how strong they're supposed to be, these cards aren't doing them justice. They were made
Those are
specifically.
so bad.
Yeah, they were made
They look
specifically
cool.
to kill
Yeah.
or counter Yggdrasil.
Ah,
Like,
They definitely,
they,
obviously,
they ain't
don't do
doing that.
that.
yeah, you know, out of Digimon or whatever. Yeah, they were made to do that. They were made to be that strong, but no, they don't nowhere near that.
The last time they came out together, they were still they look cool. The design is cool of them.
Yeah,
They just never good enough.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part.
Oh well, they're still
And I
very.
mean, it's a blue flare, but technically, I guess you can debate that it's also a.
We don't
You
talk
have
about
the Great Knightsmon is also in this blue. I
Oh
don't think.
yeah, that's true.
we don't talk about that. It's a video
Yeah,
game.
Um,
Like,
yeah, that version of the deck is not good. That's
yeah,
all I gotta say.
yeah.
It's
All
not
right.
good.
The let's say
yellow.
yellow. So we have one cool card I think that I know a few people are looking out for. Gold Vidramon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Their
Yeah,
armor.
he's an
You
armor.
know,
Yeah. So
Armor comes back a little bit with that.
yeah, definitely. Gold Vidramon is. I think our boy Michael is going to be excited about that one. Sure.
Yeah.
When Jogristis starts talking about this set, that's gonna be his card right there because I know Michael loves his armor rush deck.
Yep.
And then we got the
the random.
Another
Dark.
Agumon.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was reading this Agumon, and it's kind of good.
It covers one, but you have to have the same level
Yeah.
in hand.
That's true.
Is it a once per turn?
It's a once per turn. That's
It
what
is
I
once
was. That's the only thing. If it wasn't once per turn, that card would be correct.
you
so
just
if Craft becomes a better deck and it still sticks around.
right, but if you know, imagine you're playing a Bloom, a spammy deck, and you have like
Oh,
2 or 3 of these Agumons out.
you come out of hand really fast.
You
Yeah,
know what? What I see when I see this Agumon, I'm more running Royal Knights for the mirror match. Get to put my Alphamon from what is it, BT10 top of my
yeah,
security stack.
Yeah.
that's
Done.
true.
You can't game me anymore.
You whatever.
He's
Whatever.
not
What?
wrong.
Your
Exactly.
Alphamon with
I'm bad at it. Like he's not wrong. Like I'm like it could come up. I'm like stop.
It's like it's that classic mate. He's out of line, but he's right.
Yes. This is
We
what
got
we.
the dark Sakuya line in this one. The
That's
Yeah.
so good.
More
That's
Kazuma.
so good. Kasuhamon.
Kazumon. It's
It's
just
very
more.
splashable.
Yeah, I would say it's more for blue flare than it is anything else. Lets you play your 5 cost option for free,
Hmm.
which is really good. You know.
Well, Kasuhamon herself is for. It's used more in blue flare. Like you see
Yeah.
more there, but everything else just helps out Renamon in general.
Yeah, all
Like
the other stuff is for
Kuya
Renamon.
deck. Yeah. So because they're all treated as having the same name, so it's more consistency, more good stuff, right? It's just support for older decks, which I like. And then we get our first hint at alliance with the
Yeah, I
Cherubi.
was gonna say we got 2 there for Alliance. We got the Knuckle Bunny
oh
and
yeah.
then Antilamon. You ready for that Knuckle Bunny?
Oh yeah, man. This Knuckle Bunny is going to be swinging with 19 2 checks on turn 3.
Chill.
And then I'm just gonna block it.
Okay.
And
I get to do it again next turn. Unless you
then
solve this bunny.
I'll just
I
block
mean,
it. I'm throwing Mechanori down. You ain't doing nothing.
All right.
I mean, it is half green. He could splash some sort of piercing.
Yeah, spend.
Yeah,
No, I
suspend or
haven't thought that
pierce or
far.
something.
But
I
no,
haven't thought that far. And then we get.
He'll be cooking soon.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
there's
think
very
green.
few green cards because I guess yellow got some of them, but
just Terriermon
it's
stuff.
more
I think the
alliance.
green is more of
It's-
alliance. Like
It's
for
just the
alliance
rest of the
deck.
alliance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Essentially, almost anything that's green in this set, aside from that medieval knight or medieval gallant, anything that has a touch of green in this set is going to be for the Alliance deck. It looks like,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
and so all these cards should be just green, but they needed to give yellow something, so they split them there. But yeah, it's all Alliance.
One thing that
Wow.
green, I guess yellow also got. I like their tamer in the set a lot.
The dual tamer?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it lets you play a Lotmon or Terrier for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And it reduces Evo for the line.
Yeah, I'm looking at the tamers. The tamers, all of them are hits. Like they're good.
Yeah.
So then we go to
Then I'm gonna
You got
call it-
black.
you run since that tamer lets you play that, you just counter it with the Agumon expert and reveal a Harrismon, the security Harrismon, to put that on top.
Yeah.
Give
Yep.
him minus security guaranteed.
Yeah. Well,
That's
if I'm going to play a Terrier / Lotmon Rush, like at that point, yeah, you can recover. I'm going to be swinging per game.
Yep.
I have like 6 rookies by turn 4.
damn.
and
Crimson
then yeah, I was gonna say Crimson Blaze.
Oh, then I'm done. All right.
Daniel killed
All right,
me with
my
the
guy.
Crimson Blaze. I don't know if you saw the when me and him played one of the I think the gameplay's up already. I think I put
You're
that
playing
one up
Red
already.
Hybrid, right?
Yeah, Red Hybrid. Crimson Blaze killed me the exact same way, both 2 games back to back, game 2 and 3. Like I had the exact same board state, same outcome. It was yeah, Crimson Blaze still do things.
Yeah. And it also does well against Jessmon too.
Very.
Yes,
He would
Yep.
make me cry.
very well.
Bloom also.
Blue,
Yeah. Bloom.
That's such
Now-
a good card.
Yeah.
I think-
the fact that you can play it like cheaper for every card your opponent has.
I would say black here is the deck of the set. I mean, it has some splash of what do you call it?
Deadly X. Dark Knight Ammo.
Yeah,
Dark Knightmon, yeah.
Dark Knightmon card.
Yeah, it's got the Dark Knightmon support in there, but that's the bulk of the black section here is the deck of the set, I would say, which is the altar set, the altar turbo builds, whatever it's doing.
I mean, 6 of the same card printed.
That is
For
so
real.
bad, bro. That is so bad.
It
I
really
didn't notice until they went through it. I'm like, these are the same lines. Why?
Same lines for different Digimon.
That is
Well,
so.
you're supposed to go up the entire line.
What am I
and
gonna
make-
do with double walker? I mean, double whatever.
You're supposed to make the Omni at the end.
Fine, but what am I gonna do with the double blocker inheritable?
I don't know.
Exactly. Because a blocker with one and the other one would have had reboot, and then it would have been a little bit better.
In case you get source stripped, I don't know.
Fine.
No, this is an EX
I mean, that's
set.
a lot of source strip.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nah,
No, yeah. I think they did it just to make it to where it wouldn't be too broken, you know? They had to give them very generic inheritables. So the deck isn't too good, even though it's
I know,
already
right?
not that good.
come on, give us something. These
Yeah.
cards are so cool. Blitz, Krez, Ultra S, Ultra B, they're so cool.
The
Yeah.
I'm
gimp-
pretty sure on the drawing board they're like, okay, we made Alter B. I think we made it a little bit too strong. We gotta weaken this.
All right, we got to change some inheritables here.
It is really strong. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Ultra B.
So basically, this new Ultra B Turbo Up build is essentially just the Virus Imperial again, right? That's
Yeah.
what we're doing. A really strong top end, but you got to have a
better.
lot of. Yeah, it's better, definitely stronger top end. But I mean that red purple Imperial had a strong top end, but it's just getting there was kind of a clunky mess.
It's gonna
This
be a
one, I would say this one's a little less clunky, but it's not as
You could definitely whiff if you don't have a certain
yeah.
card in the line.
Yep.
Then
Then again, also it's Agumon and Gabumon, so you can always throw in other Agumon or Gabumon cards
Yeah.
Yeah.
to make it more consistent. So
Can come back. Just play the other half or stuff like that. You know.
yeah. Yeah, the deck is definitely not top tier, but it is a fun little deck, you know, that they threw in there, I guess, for people who want to buy the set and they're like, oh, new players. Stuff like this attracts new players.
I
Yeah.
can build this deck from this box. So let's get started, right? Let me buy 2 boxes, 3 boxes. Maybe I'll pack the cards I need. There
Yep.
you go.
This is what I'm gonna do. When you win your packs and you pull the Omni Alter B, you're like, all right, I gotta have the deck now. It's already,
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
been
it's
at
already
one
there.
so you're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a Gaiomon in here.
My Garamon's pretty good. I think it's pretty good.
Now the interesting one here, Shadow Seraphimon.
Hell yeah.
Nah.
I think that is probably the most important
Best.
black card that comes from this set.
Yeah, the best level 6, also in my opinion.
Yeah.
In the set.
Nah, man, fuck that. That's annoying.
That is extremely annoying and promotes
Security
Degenerate.
security control play,
Yeah.
and I don't approve of
That's
Game. I'm not the best.
Yeah.
but we'll
They're gonna-
see it.
they're gonna drop Magna Angemon. If you don't deal with it next turn, it goes dark on you and screws up your gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Security.
We got to prepare for decks like this when we go to
Next, Dallas.
the regionals in Fort Worth.
Fourth.
So we got to expect that card in decks coming up in
Yeah.
that tournament.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, this is when you play. This is when you just put in 4 Congos. You call it a day.
Yeah, then you're running black. But what black deck are you running?
Black War? Excuse me?
Oh yeah, I guess.
War Raymond? Look
Yeah.
at it out there.
I
Look
guess.
at his boots over there.
I guess.
I mean, sort of.
Go ahead, make it less consistent, please.
Hey, shut the fuck up. You
Please.
shut up.
And we have what? One more secret, the last secret, which is the important secret to pull in this set. The Shine Gray.
We still going to purple, boy. Chill. I mean,
It is purple.
We haven't gone. We're looking at the list in the order.
Oh, okay.
Of the chicken.
We got the Ravemon line. Come on, man. You can't forget about Ravemon.
I mean, I know they don't make a splash, but come on.
Technically,
right.
purple has a few more alliance cards in it because again they have the half green. And again,
yeah.
anything with the green on it, aside from the medieval, anything with a splash of green is going to be alliance.
Yeah.
So, which I mean is
So
what
random
green always
white
does. The whites.
Alliance with +1.
I want Ravemon to be fun, but
Oh,
it's not yet.
It is fun.
That's
Well, it
fun.
will be fun
For
It
future
will
sets, yeah.
whenever it gets the next support.
be.
I
Yeah,
think because of generic card pool, it's still pretty decent. It'll go much better once it gets its burst mode and all that good stuff.
yeah, but then all of those are going to be good with their burst mode.
Yeah.
Except, or sort of, except the Rosemon is the one that's like, oh, Rosemon's cool, but blue
can
mode
just play
can do
blue.
it better. Yeah,
Ah.
exactly.
Yep.
That's the downside. It's like, well, why am I doing this if I can just
And
play
then
this instead?
14 comes out and fixes all that.
Yeah, that's true. We got our dual tamers, our set of dual tamers.
The Kiriha and Nene are very neat for their strategies. I like what they do
Yes.
with strategies. They help a lot.
Yes. It's a good support for Blue Flare and
The
Dark Knight.
The Titan Mat are very good for their deck too. It needs it. So
Yeah.
again, all these cards, all these tamers are good for their decks.
For their decks, yeah. They're very specific for their decks, though.
Yes, which is good. It's good. So they're not that splashable.
Yeah.
Don't want to make it too scary. I mean,
Yeah.
blue and black just gains you a memory if your opponent has 2 or more.
No, it's if there's 2 or more on the field. It doesn't have to be your opponent.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's even
Oh,
better.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And
I would
plus,
say the tamer winner here is probably definitely Kiriha Nene.
Yeah.
Or power level, or just in general goodness.
In general, good.
Okay, because power level, like that Madden tie, like
Manti, yeah.
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
turns on the deck.
it turns on the deck. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Echo boom. That's the gas.
Yeah.
The
They're
Wong siblings are okay because it kind of feeds into the old the short-lived Lotmon Rush deck. It was that for a while that people splashed.
I think
Rookie Rush back again at Dallas. Let's go.
I think people will try and do something with this, and you know what was it, the Lotmon
That can heal you.
yellow hybrid thing that they were doing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
that's what
people
I'm
will
talking about.
try and do that again. Yeah,
I
with this
might
card.
I might try and do that. You know, I like to play. I like to play. I call it jank in real life, and basically it's just poorly constructed decks that have very little consistency.
They have one cool combo, and it's like if I get this combo,
Exactly.
then awesome.
It's like if I get this combo, then we
You're
might be
done.
even.
You're
No, no,
done.
no, no, not even even. It's just like if I get this combo off, I'll have a good turn. I'm not gonna win or anything. I'm just gonna have a good turn. I'm just playing this to see the combo go off. I'm not saying I didn't come to win. I came to dance on the field and be carted off.
You come to win, but against people who have no idea what's happening.
This is true. This is true.
Yep.
Let's
And then
see.
the options, I think the options are all really good.
Yeah, this was
Yeah,
I was just looking at the options right now.
we got purple memory boost again.
Yeah. But here's the thing though. That you're
That
not ready.
delay is kind of good.
We're gonna
Oh, that's
build
interesting.
yellow Bellstar.
I mean, all you gotta do is throw a tamer in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You throw in the Marcus Damon, you're good to go.
Yeah. Well, not really. This guy, if you have a tamer, you can just play it.
Yeah, it doesn't
You
need
don't
a.
need other cards.
Why you control a green Digimon or tamer? Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Never mind. You don't need it then.
Bellstar may have if you build the right thing, now you can play it more like in the security style. Like you can actually heal and have some like long grind games, maybe.
Yeah. I'm definitely
So-
gonna build something with Bellstar and Rune mode when we get there. We'll talk about it. But
So the good ruin.
The
Uh,
I find it interesting just that effect on that tarnished hero. The fact that if you have a green Digimon or Tamer, you can use it without meeting its color requirements. I feel like that's just another way of saying alternate color like this is basically a two color option, but it doesn't want to be confused with needing two colors. It's a two color either or option. It's a purple or a green option, but you can't print it as a purple or green because people are going to read it as needing both. But that's
well,
interesting.
would be. That's how it would be.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
think they
But
just printed Cherubi's art, and they're like, "Fuck, it's the wrong
they're like,
Cherubi."
what do we do with this?
Yeah.
The
interesting.
delay is pretty interesting. Your opponent may
Yeah.
trash one option card from their hand if they don't gain 2 memory.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Like, purple actually has like the most delay cards,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
and they
Yeah.
all do something different.
They all gained memory as well. No,
Yeah,
wait,
they all
yeah,
gain
they all
memory.
gain memory.
Digital translator.
That card, mark my words, it will see you play.
I feel like you can do some cool
Yeah.
stuff with this. We just
Cool.
don't know what yet.
Yep.
It'll see play because as if the card game keeps on releasing the same cards, they're going to be
Yeah.
eventually a broken combo with a level 6 and another level 6.
Really agree.
It's essentially what mega level armor purge,
Pretty much. When they,
Yeah.
sorta. I mean, it digivolves into it still keeps in the stack. Uh, shit, Greymon could abuse that with the amount of Greymons they have.
Oh, it has to have a different name.
Right, but like you have a regular Greymon, then it goes into a or a War Greymon into a Black War Greymon, or to a, oh, is that the only other
Gaomon.
one?
Gaomon
Yeah,
Wait a second.
or War Grey X also.
A War Gray
Black
into
War.
a Black War Gray with a huge stack. Yeah. That sounds familiar.
Okay.
I'm running a white tamer. I'm like, dang.
Let's go with the obvious secret first. Alter
Alter
B.
B.
Alter B.
Alter B.
Card is too good for its deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is really good.
I feel like this card, like somebody needs to find a deck that this fits into, because in its own deck, like you're only running like one or two.
Mm-hmm.
2 at the most, if even, because it's just so hard to get into.
You know
But
what? They can run it?
what?
Machine Dramon.
Yeah,
Chaos
Yeah.
Sherman into
good.
Yeah.
Pokemon into
Because you'll be able to trigger the when attacking effect.
Multiple times, yeah.
Yep.
This is true.
yeah. For 5 isn't that bad either for Machine Draw.
Because they play boost, they play analog
Yeah,
now.
that's
So
pretty good.
yeah.
Hell, you could even splash in what's
Yeah,
the
that actually can be kind of good.
win rate?
Oh,
Yeah, for making a
Well,
1-cost Siva.
yeah, I mean, because win rate. I mean, you're trashing a card from hand. That's what Machine Dramon wants to do anyway.
Yeah,
So you go
true.
Machine Draw into Chaos X. That's already 3 level 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Or
Alter B. And that just adds
6,
more
7 members.
Digivolving to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be kind of good in the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see it in the mirror.
oh yeah.
All right. And now the big boy secret that it's gonna be a problem for a lot of people. Ruin mode.
When-
Ruin mode.
The fact that it's a level 7, that's kind of busted in my opinion.
I think it's very, very, very well designed.
Ivan likes broken cards. That's why he's saying that.
How's it broken?
What do you mean house is broken? What? He just said
On
house is
Digivolve
broken.
and on deletion, we trigger this effect twice in one turn.
That's fine.
That's fine. Oh, damn.
Yeah,
That's fine. Your opponent can't promote. Your opponent can't on play anything. The on play effects don't happen. That's literally shutting your opponent out from
Are you saying it's
doing
fine
a whole
because
turn.
you're above the DP threshold?
kind of. Not really.
Okay, I was about to be like, they can run BT3 Shine, right? And just clear your whole board.
Yeah. I feel like
That's
this
fine.
card will be a problem. But do I think it'll get
Shine-
hit? I don't think it'll get hit. Honestly, I
BT13
don't.
doesn't even play it.
Marcus does.
No, BT13 Shine, like the deck.
I would run it.
I would run it too. Shit. At least as a one of.
I wouldn't.
That's a free Digivolve. What do you mean?
It's a free Evo into Burst. I would rather evolve into Burst. I'm going for game.
I guess.
And what if you can't get for game, huh?
Oh, then I go into Ruin.
Yeah.
And then I go into Ruin.
We'll just bring back Venus Mon, so your when did you evolving doesn't work.
Yeah.
Remove half of that equation.
Like, not-
All right, we're just gonna bring back Megazoo and stay above the threshold.
Yeah.
Well, that's the next set. No.
Fortnite, let's go. No, the card is really, really good. Really, really good. I don't know. Yeah, she's good.
Indirectly, I feel like this set just makes Machine German better because Machine German can't have its DP reduced, so it counters the ruin mode that a lot of people are going to do. And then we just talked about Alter B kind of working for Machine German, and now I'm like, damn, Machine German kind of gets a little better in this set indirectly, just because of how people are going to be playing around with the cards. Maybe I finally got to play it.
I do think
yeah.
it's better in the mirror.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
I will continue beating all the Machine German players that come my way. With every counter to that deck possible.
I will continue to lose to all the machines. Worst deck to play against them.
Yep.
Our whole line just appears, so that's why.
Yeah, like I just lose everything. I'm like, what?
And I
Wait,
will,
order.
Well, you gotta make those bad matchups good.
I will continue to come out juggling amongst all those Machine Dramon players and just kind of be there entertaining until they destroy me. And my balls.
Not impossible, Ivan. You got Alter B now. you got the Digivolve you need. Will they go back into another Machine Dra? Probably.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. I have ties on the field. That Omnimon is only going to cost 1.
Yep.
Right?
Damn, he's gonna have 4 ties by
Yeah.
the time.
That is how I beat James, by having 4 ties.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is an EX set, which means the parallel
Alter.
arts, the alt arts, gorgeous alt arts, right? If you had to choose top 3, because I don't
Top
think I could go
3.
top 1. If you had to choose your
I
top
heard
3,
top 3.
I think top 3 is an easier one to fill than a top 2 or top 1.
Top 3, easy. In my opinion.
Yeah.
For me, it would be Victory, then Blitz, and then Kasuhamon.
Victory,
Yeah,
Blitz.
and then Kasuhamon.
Okay.
Let me bring this. Hey, Guile's looking pretty fire too.
Yeah, he is.
I'm
Let's
surprised you
see.
didn't list any of those Omnis.
Dude, those Omnis are too good. Both of them.
I think I'm going for, honestly, Omnis and the Black Mega Gargomon, I think is really cool.
The Mega Gargo has my vote.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, he's in your top 3, I'm sure.
yeah, it's probably like 3. Then it's Ruin Mode, Shine, and then Alter B Burst.
I actually like Alter S's Alter
I-
better because he's like standing up instead of like going down. I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I'm starting to lean Alter S more.
No, for me,
Alter B is too much of a robot for me.
He just looks like a Gundam there. Like,
if I had to pick, he likes robots. He plays cross. If I had to pick between the alters, it'd be Alter B for me. Like it's sheesh.
yeah, the card's crazy.
Yeah, sheesh.
I'm not gonna. I
Yeah,
think Alter S is my 1, followed by Mega Gargo and then Alter B. I
I'd
think
have
that's
to
how.
go probably Alter S, Alter B, and then Kazuhamon.
Oh, what's this one? Hang on, I'm looking at the Japanese art, so I'm forgetting their names. The one with the scythe, the red green.
Red green.
Oh, the Gao.
Oh, is that
no,
the
red green. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one.
the Gallant? Is that the
Yes,
old
Oh,
Gallant?
Medieval Gallant.
Medieval
Yeah.
Gallant.
Oh
He
yeah, I
does
forgot
have-
about that. It's on the other
He
page.
does have a
This is a
cool
pretty
stance.
sweet art.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that is
very
nice.
art.
Yes, those dives.
He's
I
got
bet
hips.
he don't got no cheeks on him.
I know he's got.
They're always getting clapped.
You think with all the clapping he'd be getting clapped so much. He's got wide hips. That's all he's got. Yeah. Terriermon assistant. That's the one.
The smug.
I don't know.
Little...
That Blitz Greymon does look good though. You're right, Ivan.
Damn right.
There's too many good. There's too many
Yeah,
good alts.
that's the problem with EX sets. They always have like really good alt arts.
Nah, bro. We like that.
There's always textured too on them.
Yeah, they're super nice.
The good thing is that most of them will be cheap.
Yeah.
Unless they say play, which the only one I'm worried about is Ruin Mode and Fanima.
Yep, I agree.
All right, let's. I'm gonna flip this on you. Worst alts.
Worst alt.
Worst alt.
The blue black one.
Nah, man.
I think Chaos Gallant's pretty bad.
Nah, Falcomon.
What? That's cute for a rookie.
I don't care.
That is cute for your rookie. Pokemon did nothing to you. He's just chilling.
I don't care.
He has his ninja stars.
Yeah.
Oh,
Falcomon got.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I would say Gray Knightsmon looks pretty bad.
I would say, well, because they're listed as parallels here, I'd say the worst ones to pull, aside from the options. I can't tell what the difference is on the options.
They're box toppers.
Yeah,
they're
they're
toppers.
just
Okay,
toppers. They're just like the
tamers.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's even then that's the worst box stopper to pull. I would say. I'd rather have the tamers.
I'd rather have the Zord defeat.
Oh well, yeah, that for sure.
Is he confirmed to be like the Omnimon?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the low drop rate or whatever. It's gonna be that
Yeah.
card.
Cool.
I feel like the Zed is like my least favorite. It doesn't stand out as much. The Zed Garurumon.
I think Zed Garurumon as a Digimon in general is just mid.
You
You
shut.
don't like the giant cannon
No, I
that's
don't.
blocking the Garurumon?
I prefer regular Garurumon.
He,
They're gonna make a DNA from Deed and Victory, and they're gonna make a busted ass line, and you're gonna see.
the
2 years from
DNA,
now,
which is just gonna be what
a
Victory
different
Z.
Omnimon.
They're gonna
Victory
be
Z.
like, "Oh yeah, we have Zeke and Victory. Why don't we do something with them finally?"
Yeah, yeah.
Gonna
You're
it,
Only way.
VZ or
yeah,
something
it's gonna
like
be VZ Omnimon.
that. Yeah,
You
VZ.
know
Yeah.
the sad thing about it, the only way they're gonna make this good is because they're gonna release an option for them to maybe like warp Digivolve like the War Gray.
Uh-huh, I agree.
Yeah.
But that option is gonna be used for the Victory Greymon or the Seek Groover.
They have to be named. Yeah.
I'm trying to think in digital terms, like what does the V and the Z get used for in when typing, and that's what you have control paste
Control
and
V.
control V and control Z or paste and undo.
Undo. Yeah.
So
God, just saying that makes them a joke already.
yeah,
Damn,
I
what?
just hit Control N so I could just make a new Digimon.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Z is control undo. Undo right there. Z Garurumon is if we could undo one of these, it's Z.
damn, what?
Okay, look,
Sheesh.
okay, so he looks like to me less than a Digimon and more like a knockoff Zoid. Because he's a wolf. He reminds me of like the Shadow Fox from
Oh
Zoids,
yeah.
but just
Aw.
way cartoonier.
I'd say a Digimon.
They could have did better. That's all
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Yeah.
Victory Gray looks cool.
Victory Gray is amazing. I love
Yeah.
Victory Gray, and I'm more of a
Just
Garurumon
give
fan
any
than
Digimon with a
Greymon.
sword. That's it.
Yeah, Digimon with a sword. Who doesn't like that?
Yeah, true. All right.
Yep, yep.
Any last? What do we have recently? Store champs.
Store Champs was the most recent thing, yeah.
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 Ivan took one of those, and Marco took the other one, right?
Yeah, you got first, I got second.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, apparently there were some misplays in my round one. It's his fault for not reading my cards.
Oh, yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's his fault for not reading my cards. I didn't know. I didn't realize that my raid Greymons, their effects are mandatory.
Mm.
So when I swing and raid, they both trigger. And I didn't do that. So I swang. My timing was off pretty much when I was swinging.
They're once per turn?
There are once per turn, yes. So yes, and they're mandatory triggers, I believe. I don't have the card in front of me. So yeah.
Yeah. If as long as it
Things
doesn't
happen.
say one attacking, then yeah.
No, it's when target is switched.
Then yeah.
Interesting.
So they would both
It
trigger.
is what it is, right?
Yeah.
It happened.
There was routes to victory regardless. Just swing directly regularly, then raid with another. They both trigger. They both restand. So it's fine.
Feel you. All right.
But
Not
no,
bad.
yeah, like my round one against Marco, like I said before, the hardest game I had. Round two was against Daniel. I was playing the mirror with Wargreymon. That was the most on edge because he could always answer my stack at any moment.
Mhm.
Round three was my longest game against James. He was playing a blue flare with some very nice goo in it. I did not expect it. I lost. I won because he did the fun play instead of the smart play. It was very fun. Like I was like, wow.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta do this because it's cool and I want Ivan to see it. That's
cool.
literally the only reason I did it. But
That's
when
the
when I was in tournament and at the Gamers Expo, I was like, I could do the fun play, but I'm gonna do the right play and win,
he
and
did
I
win.
did win.
Yeah.
see,
My last round was against a newer player, which is really cool. Props to him. I think his name is Ricky. So props to him. He's
Gallant.
getting much
Yeah.
player. He's getting
No,
much.
no, no. He was playing Blue Flare, the other
Yeah,
Blue
he's,
Flare
Swing
guy.
Blue
Oh,
Flare.
the blue flare. And I was Gallant.
Yeah,
he's getting much better. He's improved a lot. He still
it's
has
awesome.
ways to learn with more cards in general. Like learn more cards, what they do. But great person, great player.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's always great to see new
Yeah.
players still coming into the game this far in, because we've had a new guy this week that just joined the chat. So
Oh yeah,
we've
yeah.
got
Gotta go on Stronghold to get him some cards.
I'm getting him probably the rest of the stuff he's missing. I think I have
Yeah.
almost everything. The only thing I wasn't sure on is the red tie, if I have any extra. But then I'm like, I'm not even using the ones I have. Might as well let them take them if they're going to use them, because I'm probably not going to. I have too many other decks I can play anyway.
Fair enough.
So let somebody get some use that they're sitting in a bind, or they're sitting in a deck box somewhere, not just never seen the light of day for months on
Chilling.
end.
They
Yeah.
got reprinted twice, right?
Wait, what?
They got reprinted twice, right?
The
Or am I
ties?
thinking of different die?
There's 3 different versions of it: the alt art, the rare, and
okay.
the box
topper.
topper.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I dodged what I dodged who I didn't want to play. I didn't want to play Jonathan because that
Hey,
matchup is
what's up?
like I really didn't want to play you because that matchup is I don't know. Like it's
I
not hard. It's
I
not
think I
hard at all.
played you, right?
Yeah, you did. You gave me the same hand round one. Game one.
Like it's not hard, but it's so like oh my god. It's like I can be like in a dominating position, but then you just
Game
I don't
Come
over.
back out of nowhere, yeah.
blue drop like 3 blinding rays, 3
Gravity crush.
Gravity crush.
and just go face.
Yeah,
So
I mean
that's where I wanted to dodge, which I did. So we good.
that's what I did on Sunday against the Beals matchups.
Oh, he just went face.
Oh, poor Biel's
Yeah.
matchup. They couldn't even pop his Digimon. Like
Yeah, they're in raising. I'm
he's
like,
got the protection with the Greymon.
yeah, that's it. He was like, all right, I have to go in. Is it turn 4? I have 5 security. I'm like, all right, go for it. He couldn't kill me. I'm like, all right, my turn. And then
And
I
boom.
maxed out to 10, and then I swung for face.
Yeah, boom. You just go boom.
Go boom.
No, but that deck is really like I like the theory behind it. I really like the theory behind it. That's so Yu-Gi-Oh. Resources don't matter if I'm going per game.
Yeah,
It doesn't
that
matter
makes
how much
sense.
security I have. It doesn't matter how much memory you're gonna get. If I'm going per game, it doesn't matter. Like, it's so Yu-Gi-Oh. Life points don't matter.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
matters is both 4 gray and security against James.
What's up?
What matters is both my win cons and security against James.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Like,
nothing
all
you
I
can do
have are
about that.
chimeras.
And I'm just going face with armor purge.
Yeah.
RNG right there, man.
Yeah, I unfortunately didn't make it to any of these. I didn't make it to any of the Digimon store championships. I was playing the Battle Spirits one this week. I came in second on that one, and I played the one person that me and him have always ended up facing off in the final match together. And every time we're both there, we end up in the same finals match if it doesn't end early, because the Game Inc. ends 3 rounds regardless. So even if they're still 2 undefeated, they just split the tops. They have a hard cutoff on their time because they store closes at a certain time, so it's almost always just 3 rounds. They don't get the 4th round in. So we've always ended up in ties and stuff like that. And so the store champs, we finally got to play it out, and I knew it was going to end up that way because he's the only player. Shout outs, props to that guy, Ruben. Props to Ruben. He's the only one who gives me a challenge, because I had not lost a single game playing Battle Spirits in the few tournaments I've gone to until that one. So I was having a good run there.
Man.
Yeah. So now I'm just waiting to convert Ivan now that he's free in the summer.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Ivan's like
So-
all different rarities, man. This game sucks.
Oh, I like to bring up different rarities just to mess with Ivan.
A lot of people do it
Definitely.
down here.
Yeah.
Wheels, man.
I build my deck solely off of
Damn.
It's
solely
part of
off
the mind
Ivan's
game.
cards.
Part of the mind game. See, what sucks is that I can't play you with Belga anymore. Because remember, I told you I was like, I have Werguru and 3 different rarities, and I'm going to purposely play it with 3 different rarities just to. And now I can't. They hit, mom. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pick your rarity.
I'm so bad at this. Like, I specifically won't play a card in my deck if I don't have matching rarities. Like, I either play them all common or all turds. I will not mix. Or I won't play them at all.
So you don't believe you don't believe in mixing
Nah. Nah,
races.
man.
I'll do it on purpose. I'll play one alt-art, I'll play one pre-release, and I'll play one common. It triggers Ivan, I'll do it.
That's part of the mind games of it.
I saw it with you, and I saw it with Jonathan during BT6 during Gabu Bond.
Yeah.
4 different arts of Gabu Bond.
Gabumon, yeah.
Yeah, it was easy back then.
Just the draw Gabu, 3 different arts, 4 different arts. I'm like, screw you guys.
Yep.
One of these days. So I think we're close. We're good to wrap it up here. I think one of these days, maybe next time, we need to do what we've always talked about doing, we haven't done, is a tier list.
Arguments being made.
That's a whole episode. Just the tier list is a whole thing on its own.
By itself, yeah.
I feel like it'd be a fun one to do with the Jogris disc guys, because they've done a few already. They have their style and ideas to things, and we've talked with them about it before. We've reacted to some of their stuff before, and they're probably going to do one anyway. So it'd be a nice combo thing to do one of these days, because we've been talking about doing.
They invited me to join their podcast on Monday.
Okay, cool.
Not with my friends. It was because we couldn't do it ourselves. So I'm like, nah, I'm out. I can't. I would love to, but nah.
Oh yeah, because originally we were going to try to do this Monday. I forgot.
I would do it on Monday, but I'm like,
yeah. One of these days we're gonna finally do some sort of collab with them, because it's definitely overdue.
Yeah, they
want to do a team fight.
Yeah, they did
fight.
say. Michael said he was interested in doing a 3v3 Harlingen versus McAllen.
Yeah, Harlingen versus McAllen.
That's just fun to just bring the community together.
Oh,
have
yeah.
a good event, have a fun event, pizzas, food, whatever. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we got to plan something out like that though, because
we haven't
getting multiple teams of 3 is kind of tough, to be honest.
It is.
It'll be difficult.
Got to have a lot of people commit.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people like, I'm going, I'll be there.
Yeah. I think the best we can hope for is because we have done team matches, the 2 of us, and I think if we do one of those where we get to pick our teams, because we always do random teams to be fair to everybody. I think if we announce it and we're fair about it and let them know, hey, pick your teammates. If you don't have a teammate, if you don't have somebody you're going to play with, put your name on a list and we'll get you paired up with someone, something like that. This way we can still do a team match with Harlingen, make it a little easier.
Well, I think we had one where we picked.
Did we have one where we picked?
I think so, because I know I paired.
We had like 1 or 2 where we picked.
Oh, we did. Yes, we did.
But like before that, we were doing them random, just to be fair to everybody. Or like new players that would come in randomly, because more players back then would come in randomly.
Yeah. Now I think everybody's kind of announced and know what's gonna go on.
Well, we'll see, because it's summer.
Yeah. Summer.
Younger people have more time.
Yes.
School, nothing.
But then at the same time, a lot of people travel.
Yeah. True.
So we'll see what we end up with. But I think that the team match is fun. We haven't done one of those in a while.
We need to have like a big community event just to
for sure.
So that it's still here.
Ivan wants to plan a lock-in, man.
Dude, I never.
What Dave did you on? Oh
yeah,
god.
Right. It's gonna rent out the school's auditorium. Like, all right, can't leave until you win 3 matches. Go.
Oh god.
I got you for 3 whole minutes.
Now, worse, even more, you can't leave until you've played a match in every single set release. You got to
Oh god.
build a deck for every set. So a 1.0 deck, 1.5 deck, BT4 deck, BT5 deck. Just
I
go
would
through the whole ringer.
I would do that if Digimon had a online system,
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
Like yeah.
not in person. There's no way I'm building 13 different decks.
Now you're just gonna sit there with your bulk and just update your deck after every round.
You
Yeah.
just pick a color. Just pick a color. Run
Yeah.
it.
You could literally just run Agumon the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can run red.
You can run Imperial.
That too, yeah.
Or blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it'd be cool to plan something with the Jorgens, with Harlingen, somewhere in the middle, over there, over here, doesn't matter.
I see the middle I would say is kind of like Kaboom Westlico, maybe. You could argue Strongholds, but I feel
You
like
can argue
Westlico.
Peter Piper.
Let's just get a Peter Piper. Everybody show up.
All right, they had the long tables. It's perfect.
We're gonna
That
tell
is
them
perfect,
they're
actually.
gonna
Like,
set us up
oh,
like a birthday party, and we're just gonna be there.
Yeah, man,
But
just
we
gotta
get-
order one pizza.
yeah, we could do
No,
something
no,
like
we-
that. Set up some boxes between us, just
Yeah.
price for something like that.
Yeah, we can definitely build something. That'd be
I wouldn't
fun.
mind, well, not for free, right? But us, like, he would sell us boxes and be like, maybe throw us a discount or something for like
Yeah.
this for the
Help us put something together. I think that's a good idea. We should definitely create something.
Yeah, but James is also
Regardless.
right. We need like people who are gonna show up because
Yeah.
it's teams. Like, it's not just yourself. Let's say us three, me, Jonathan, and James were like, you know what, we're a team. We're gonna go. And then I dip out at the end. It's like, no. Well, so what are they
Yeah.
gonna do? Like, so we would need like commitment.
We
Yeah.
mitosis, and we have James split down the middle. We have his blue hybrid side and his blue flare play.
And we can even do those rules where it's like we can't share cards. Like
Oh, like no
Or
same
like-
deck.
Yeah, not this. No,
same
none of the
card.
same deck, none of the same card. Like that's. I mean, that's how Japan's doing it right now. Actually.
because they do more 3v3 than we do.
Yeah, and
That means
I'll-
I can't
I
run
think that's-
Agu.
I think that the best thing would be like, yeah, all 3 team members have to run a different deck.
I'll let you play the Agu deck.
Just
Alright.
it has to be everybody running a different deck. Because imagine running up against a team where all 3 are running like Setcon or something. Or all Beelzebub.
God. That con. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
can't take
Hey,
that.
Setcons don't take as long, or they shouldn't take as long as they did back then.
No, not
Beelzebub
anymore, no, but-
is better again. The Beelzebub X helps that, but it's still Setcon.
Probably take out
Yeah.
before they. Well, who knows, right?
Yeah.
Nah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll leave that for like the future. The summer's long. We have time.
Yeah, definitely.
So, quick question: If Itmon from structure deck swings, and I have an Ophanimon Shadow on board, does the Itmon go? Does the Beal go back to Itmon since priority player has to go first?
Yes, because is your
Alright.
DDG all effect is when attacking when
Yeah.
when a attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you evo, you trigger the effect as priority player. You get your mills, you get all your good stuff, and then you DDG ball
Yes. All right.
as secondary player. The same timing, same everything.
Yeah.
So you swing, you get D-Digivolve, so you end up milling, but you stay as an Itmon, basically?
You swing with the imp, you trigger its effect when you have 20 in trash to
Right.
warp. You get all your effects. So if you evolve into the EX2 Beals, and if you have the trash, you will pop the Serafi.
Before they
Okay.
can D-Digivolve you.
If you don't have that, then they will DDG-evolve you because it's still the when attacking window.
Or you have that Itmon with an X antibody and you double Evo up, so you mill them with that X antibody, and then you go back to your Beelzemon and still get your
You got it
swings
like
in.
that. You got it like that. Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
You want to add clusters into the mix, so you just pop the Serafi. You want to add
exactly.
Then I minus 6K and I recover one.
That? Shut up.
minus 4K and recover one.
Minus 4K, recover one.
Yeah, it's not good.
There-
So,
Yeah.
Seraphes is when a card is removed from your security stack, D-Digivolve 1.
Oh, that was one
okay.
attacking.
No, it's
Oh,
not
man.
one. Yeah, it's not when attacking.
Eh,
Okay, then.
So
Well,
yes, the Impmon's effect will go off. The BLs will hit, but as soon as BLs hits the first check, it'll
Yeah.
de-digivolve, and
Yeah,
then the
but
second check will go through, and the Impmon will die.
more than
Yeah.
likely.
More
Yes.
than likely.
But yeah.
yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I think we can wrap it up there. We got some it felt good to finally get this
Yeah.
going because we haven't in so long. This has been long overdue.
Yeah.
Almost 2 weeks we've been trying to get this running, so we're way behind schedule, but hopefully won't be too long before we get together, do another one. Huh?
Not a lot has happened.
No, not too much. Not too much in Digimon wise. Personal lives, that obviously we've all had a lot of stuff going, but
Yeah.
We're looking forward to EX04. We got regionals
yeah.
to get ready. So we're good. I still need to
Yeah.
buy you your ticket to see if there's ticket, Jonathan.
Even
Yeah.
that, I'll still go, even if I don't compete.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right.
All right,
Sounds good.
guys. Well, then we're gonna wrap it there. Anybody still with us? Thank you for watching here to the end. I know it's kind of a longer one here, but had good stuff to talk about. When we hit the tier list, we're probably gonna be talking just as long, if not longer, depending on how many of us show up. Because obviously, the more people we get in here, the more discussion is gonna go. But
Yeah.
want to thank you all for joining us. Thank you for sticking around. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave some comments. Give us some feedback. Let us know your thoughts on the new set, what you feel about the ban list or anything we talked about, or just give us some ideas of what you think we should talk about next time. We'll keep that in mind. So, thanks for joining. Hope we see you in the next one.
Later.